This is Suzanne Hopgood, and I'm with my dad, George McAvoy. And you know, Dad, your brother Richard's family has asked us to tell them a little bit more about your brother Richard. So, going back, what was your first recollection of Richard when you were a child?
Well, not much, to tell you the truth. Until we get into high school and we get into sports, why then that's when Dick was a great athlete. He was.
So you both went to junior high school.
We went to Montauk Junior High School in Brooklyn, New York, and when there, Dick was not a student. Dick hated school. If the technical schools had been in vogue at that time, he would have been a top student because he loved mechanics, and he just had no desire to go to school in any way, shape, or manner.
So what happened in junior high? He ended up not going to high school. What happened in junior high?
Well, what happened in junior high is that he was doing something that the teacher didn't approve of, and he was working at his desk there doing whatever it was, and the teacher came up behind him and brought a ruler down across his knuckles, and Dick had a quick temper, a real quick temper, and he just come out of his chair and he flattened that teacher, and the teacher was a man, and Dick just, well, he just belted him, and that didn't go over very well with the school system.
How did you find out about that?
A student came into my classroom and said that I was to go to the principal's office immediately, which generally meant trouble. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell did I do? And I'm walking down the hallway, and lucky enough, this student who knew me was coming the other way, and he says to me, "Mac, your brother just belted a teacher." And I thought to myself, that's why I'm being called to the principal's office. Well, I didn't make any friend of the principal. He told me that he was going to give me all this stuff to take to my mother, and I looked at him and I said, "What did I do?" Well, he says, "I want you to take this." I said, "Well, what did I do? I'm not squealing on my brother. I'm not." So the principal thought, I guess the principal thought if he could get rid of the McAvoy family, it would be wonderful. So
he didn't end up going to high school.
No, Dick never did. He just hated school, and he loved mechanics, and he became a brake lining specialist. And
what did he do then when he would have been in high school?
He worked. There's one thing about our family. We were workers. And
do you remember where he worked? What kind of jobs he was working with?
No, I don't. I don't remember that at all.
Well, this is one case that it really is too bad that your dad wasn't there, because your dad was clearly was his father's son.
Yeah.
In mechanical orientation, and that is too bad that your father wasn't there, because your father could probably really worked hard at developing.
Oh, yes, he'd have probably ended up in the movie industry somewhere along the line.
So that's really too bad. So then your great uncle, it was your great uncle Atchison.
Yeah.
That was in Lewiston.